Hey, what's up everybody? Willis here. We're back with another First Descendant video. So real quick guys, just because I really don't do these type of build videos, and I know this video is probably not going to perform as well as my other news videos, in this video and this video only, I'm going to be giving away a Ultimate Descendant. We gave away 3 yesterday on stream. So to enter, like the video, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to come and join my Discord, because that's where I will message you. So like I said, I don't really do these type of build videos, but I've just got so many people asking me on stream, just on Discord and stuff, Willis, can we see your Lepic build? Because it's at the point now where it's basically just fully just endgame build. And yeah, this is the endgame ultimate Lepic build. There will be timestamps in this video so you guys can go to any specific part, whether it's me killing the bosses, talking about what weapon I use, it will all be timestamped so you can just skip straight there. So I guess the first thing I wanted to basically just show you is obviously who we're using. We're using Ultimate Lepic. And I just want to make this very, very clear. This is the final endgame build. This isn't like a budget build. This is endgame. You need to reset all of your module slots. So if you ever want to go for the damage and stuff that you're seeing in this video, you need to reset every single slot, unfortunately. Now you can attempt to make this sort of budget build, but honestly, I've just fully sent it and I've just reset every single slot. So the aim of this build is basically to get as much skill critical hit damage as possible, because we want our ultimate ability, the overkill, to basically crit and do a ton of damage. The aim of this build is a bossing build. We are purely bossing with this build. I do not use this build in like mobbing or just normal missions. The only time I will use this build is if I just want to go in and one-shot the boss. So yeah, let's go over the mods as well. I do want to give a massive shout out to Glad. I've tried so many different Lepic builds, and the only one I actually enjoyed and had results with was Glad's build. Now this is exactly Glad's build, but I did change one thing, which I will go into. So the main thing is obviously Firearm Master. Now there's been a lot of debate whether or not this actually does anything for the build. Long story short, it does. Now, obviously these red mods are very expensive to level up. I think it's like 5 million gold. So there's a lot of investment with this build. A lot of gold, a lot of Kuiper, and a lot of farming specific mods, especially this Firearm Master one. So basically what does this do? Whenever you reload a weapon, it will increase your skill range. And whenever you change weapon, it will increase your skill power. So you don't need to like change weapons or anything. The only thing you need to do is just press your ultimate button. And this basically counts as switching weapons. Now, I guess, yeah, you can reload if you want to activate the reload thing, but honestly, it doesn't matter. But yeah, you do need to go and farm yourself a Firearm Master mod if you don't have one. Next up, the second most important mod, and this build basically doesn't work without it, is the Dangerous Ambush mod. So what this will do is basically whenever a boss or an enemy isn't targeting you, you will do 24.9% increased skill power. And whenever you immobilize an enemy, you will do 49.8% skill power. So what this means is basically whenever the boss goes down, you're basically doing like 50% more skill power damage. And that's where I guess the one shot comes from, is when the boss gets knocked down, you basically just nuke him. Next up, we're running Front Lines. This will give you a ton of skill critical hit damage and skill critical hit rate. Next up, we're using Fire Synchicium. I still don't know how to say this. It gives you critical hit resistance, but that doesn't matter. We need the fire skill power. That's what we're going for on this. Lepic is fire, so this is going to give us 10.2% on our fire skills. Now, we're going to skip down here a sec. So for the grapple slot, you can honestly use whatever you want. I like to use long distance maneuvering. You can use like one of the blue ones. It's fine, like Shock Punch, Dual Claw. Honestly, use whatever you prefer in this slot. It doesn't matter. Next up, we got Skill Concentration, one of the most important ones. This gives you skill critical hit damage 115%. Then we've got Maximize Power. This gives you 96.1% skill power modifier, but it also increases the skill cooldowns by 50%. Now, I guess technically you could probably switch this out for something, because I did see a lot of, obviously, the theory crafters and stuff say that, like, yeah, skill power modifier doesn't really give you that much, but honestly, it's working, so I just kept it in. Next, we've got Skill Insight. This gives you skill critical hit rate, Then we've got Fire Specialist. This gives you 81.2% fire skill power. Combined with the fire one here, this gives us a total of 91% fire skill power. Then we've got Emergency Measures. This gives you a ton of skill critical hit rate and a ton of skill critical hit damage. A super important mod. Skill Extension. This extends the duration of our ultimate ability. And then finishing up, we have MP Accelerant. Now, I guess this is one of the main changes I did to the build. This basically gives you more skill duration, and it also gives you a ton, or not a ton, it gives you a bit more max MP, which could give you 1 or 2 more shots, which is just insane. Now, you can change this out if you don't like this, but I would recommend keeping MP Accelerant in. The original build, I think, has Spear and Shield, which also works. It gives you a ton of defense so you don't get one shot, and it gives you 8.1% skill power. But yeah, I've just found that using MP Accelerant is just way better, and I can normally get off like 1 to 2 more shots, and it just feels good. Now, moving on to, I guess, the Reactor and the components. Obviously, you want to run a full Slayer set. So farm up the Slayer set. Honestly, rolls on these do not matter. The only thing that matters is on your sensor. You need a yellow roll with max MP. MP is super important for this build. One, it will allow you to get more shots and just fire for longer. So you need a yellow max MP roll on your sensor. Purple will work, but I would just recommend just going for yellow. You may as well. And then we're running the full Slayer set. Now, you can run some like MP recovery and stuff like that. I know a really good one is like MP recovery while in combat. Sometimes if you can get like a yellow roll on that, it will basically give you 1 more shot. But yeah, for the Reactor, now the Reactor is once again probably one of the most important things. This build is highly dependent on the 2 rolls you get on your Reactor. You need to make sure you get additional skill attack when attacking Colossus. That's the #1 thing you need. And then you need to make sure you're pairing it with skill critical hit damage. Obviously, you need fire and tech skill on your Reactor. Now, if you can get a yellow Reactor like this, you have just got the God Roll Reactor. I've basically just been trying for the past 2 weeks. I just haven't been lucky at all. This build will still one-shot pretty much every boss, I think, apart from Gluttony, still with the purple Reactor. But yeah, this is very important. So next up, we're using a impact weapon. Impact weapons are the best type of weapon to use with Lepic. And this is finally the most important thing you need. Sharp precision shot. Now, what this will do is basically when you hold the trigger, it will give you increased fire rate. So if you've ever seen a Lepic that gets like increased fire rate over time, the longer they fire, this is why. It's the sharp precision shot. Get it, put it on like an impact weapon. I'm using the Nazatra's Devotion, and that's pretty much all you need. And then obviously you want to put on fire rate, because whenever you use your ultimate on Lepic, it will basically pull the fire rate from your gun, and this will basically let you fire quicker. A lot of people still don't know this. You can use your weapon as a stat stick, and it will pull the fire rate from that weapon. I'm pretty sure it's only from the mods though, and not the actual fire rate of the gun itself. But yeah, that's essentially the build. Obviously, we have like no health, no shields, and yeah, we have 413 max MP, which is exactly what you need to do around 13 or 14 shots with this build. So I do want to give you guys a massive tip with this build. Obviously, we're using the sharp precision shot. Now, what a lot of like new Lepic players will do, they'll do this, right? They'll activate their gun and they'll just start shooting like this. They'll just click, 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 shoot, right? You don't want to do that. Listen, you don't want to do that. Do not do that. Right, here's what you want to do. You want to activate your ultimate and roll straight away. And you can immediately get to shooting straight away. This will give you like 1, sometimes 2 more extra shots. And you can probably see me ramping up my shots as well. Check that out. That's insane. So to ramp up your shots, you need to hold the fire button. Do not let go. Do not let go of the fire button. This is me holding it so you can get some comparison. This is me basically holding it. You can see the fire rate getting quicker and quicker and quicker. Now, here's what it looks like if I'm basically just clicking it. it doesn't increase the fire rate. So this is me just clicking. And yeah, you can see it's not as fast. You don't get as many shots off. And the shot precision mod just doesn't activate. So it's just not fun. So make sure you are holding down the trigger when your ult comes out. Check it out. Watch the attack speed go up. Even faster. Look how fast that is. It's huge. You can get off so many shots. And once again, do not forget to roll. You activate your ultimate and you roll. This will let you just start shooting immediately, getting those shots off. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the build. I'll probably have some gameplay somewhere of me just absolutely demolishing most of the bosses. This is probably the ultimate, I guess, carry build as well. Because yeah, you can pretty much just one-shot the bosses. How crazy is that? Like the video, leave a comment, guys, for a chance to win a ultimate Descendant. This video only. So do not miss out. Try your chances. And we'll probably pick the winner on my next live stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. Oh, fuck. Bro, stop walking to the side. Now you die. And we still shooting. Of course, there's like 4 Lepics here. I wanted to show off the damage, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. There we go. Absolutely depleted. Stop moving. Stop moving. Thank you. There we go. Bye-bye. 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 Jesus Christ, he just disappeared.